ଥିବି।
Good evening everybody. Today we like to discuss regarding the perception of breast milk among the youngsters. So though we are in 20th century, still then why the things comes to us like we have to discuss regarding the perception also on breast milk, because many of the youngsters, they have some false perception or incorrect ideas. Because of that we need to clear to them. So I am Dr. Manjubala Das. I am a national trainer on infant and young child feeding, counseling and lactation management course. I have undergone training from BPNI, Breastfeeding Promotion Network of India, New Delhi. And my teachers who trained me, I like to acknowledge them. They are Dr. K.P. Kuswaha, Dr. S. Srinivasan, Dr. K. Kesavalu and Dr. K. Raghunath, because of whom today I can talk few things related to breast milk and how we can overcome these false perceptions among the youngsters. And here I like to also thank to Dr. Jayasri, who has given this opportunity to come through this online talk, and my voice can reach to many through this online social media. And also I am a professor in obstetric gynecology. I have completed my MSc Nursing and PhD in obstetric gynecology, working in Mother Teresa Institute of Health Sciences as a professor in nursing. It's a government institution. I proud to say, also I will acknowledge my principal and dean of my institution, who has given me this opportunity to talk few words related to breastfeeding. So the first perception I like to say is the mothers, they say I don't have enough milk. In the early postnatal period, when we are visiting to the mothers in the hospital, and we see that mothers are not feeding the babies, and we advise them to counsel them to feed their babies, immediately they say, today only I delivered my baby, now only I delivered my baby, I don't have milk, how I feed my baby. So to say this thing, the first milk which comes to the mother's breast is colostrum. The colostrum is thick in nature, so it will come drop by drop. It's not like mature milk, so it cannot flow from the breast. Each mother should understand that thing. Colostrum, when it's secret from the 20 weeks of pregnancy. That means when the mother is in the 5th or 6th month, that time itself the colostrum discharge starts. So do you think colostrum is not there after delivery? It is there with the mother. And only thing is that we need to know it come as a drop by drop, and it is yellow in nature. Why it come drop by drop? Because it's very thick in nature. But this colostrum called as the first immunization to the baby, so it gives more immunity, and there are many more advantages of this also. And in the corona time, COVID-19, we all are undergoing this crisis situation. So in this time, I know many of the mother are pregnant. Many of the mother who are delivering the baby, you are surely having this doubt or question in the mind, can I feed my baby? Or if I feed my baby, whether I will transmit infection to my child? So this video or my voice can reach to the thousands of mothers, which can help them to overcome this barrier and to understand the concept and to feed their child, not to avoid the advantages of breast milk, which is the birthright of the child, and they should get it during this emergency time. All of you know that WHO and UNICEF also proved, and they have highlighted that those mothers who are having infection or suspected to infection, they can feed their own child with precaution, with proper maintaining hygiene or social distancing, what we are following. So naturally you can do that. You can maintain good hygiene, hand washing technique, but feeding is must to your babies, because even you know any infection the mother get, there is white blood cells in our body, WBC, and the white blood cell, what it helps to produce antibody against the infection. So by that way the mother is getting immunity, and this immunity passes through breast milk to the baby, so the mother is protecting to the baby by breastfeeding. So this is the way you all need to understand the concept. And second important thing, the cesarean mothers, they say I undergone cesarean section, so I don't have milk. And 2 days I didn't eat also, I didn't drink water, then how I will have enough milk? I have having pain, how I will feed my child? So this is another point of concern. Either cesarean section or normal birth, we undergo some process. The delivery process itself changes our body. Some hormone changes takes place in the body. So because of that, each mother undergoing the process of breast milk production. So further it influenced by suckling of the baby to the breast. So once the baby, that means the mother delivers, immediately the staff nurse or doctor who was attending the delivery of the mother, no, they should put the baby to chest of the mother. So that way it is skin to skin contact, we can maintain the temperature, maintain warmth of the baby, and the baby can get the breast milk. The initiation of the breastfeeding is there in the labor room itself. So this inhibition will not be there in the ward when the mother has shifted to postnatal ward. So government also started the Lakshya program, and through this Lakshya program, every hospital, maternity hospitals where the deliveries are going on, the staffs and doctors, they are helping the mother and baby to initiate as early as possible the breastfeeding through breast crawl. Why we say breast crawl? Because once you put the baby to over the chest of the mother, the baby can crawl and go reach to the breast and latch directly. That's what it called breast crawl method. How it happens? Because the baby during the birth, immediate after birth, first 1 hour period is very energetic, and this 1 hour period is the golden period, we can say. So the baby can go and latch easily. Further, the secretion of the areola, which is similar to the amniotic fluid inside the uterus when the baby was there, so it attracts to the baby. Further, the black color of the areola also helps the baby to attract towards the breast or the areola and latch directly. This helps the baby to start the first breastfeeding. And further, once we initiated, no, the mother will not have the inhibition not to feed the baby. Or many of the mother, they say it is privacy issue, how I can feed in front of everybody. If we think like that, how we have to think the nature, it's God's given. Any animal is thinking that thing to feed the baby. Because we are human being, we are extra cautious. But the thing is that if the inhibition is not there, we can feed the baby anywhere. Only we can maintain certain level to maintain our privacy. But because of that, we no need to avoid feeding the baby. Nowadays, the social media talk is going on. The breastfeeding can be possible in public, in the malls. So everywhere it is possible. Why not? Because if the mother's wish, if the mother is having the intention to feed her own child, who can stop feeding? This is the concept each mother should have. Another thing they will ask, that if I eat enough, that means nutritious food, then only I will have milk secretion. It is not like that. They will say if I drink milk, then only milk will come. Have you seen any animal drank milk before feeding to their own young ones? Never. So why we have to think that? We lactation counselor or the doctors, we advise to the mother to take nutritious diet, maintain hydration, because lactation period, if we take, the mother will take good diet or nutritious diet, that will reach to the baby through the breast milk. That is the purpose of the concept of saying to take nutritious diet. Or if you maintain hydration, because we are feeding to the baby, so we need to be hydrated. Then naturally we will not be dehydrated after feeding to the baby. So that is the concept why we say. But you mothers no need to think, if I drink milk, then only milk will come to me. Another important thing, they will say, elders are saying, if the baby is crying, no, elders are saying that I am not having enough milk. See, elders are not knowing the technology, the techniques of the feeding. So that is their understanding. We need to accept them, but we no need to think that it is correct. Sometimes baby is crying not only for the hunger. It is only one way communication. The baby knows crying to communicate something. Maybe it is insect bite, maybe the baby is past urine or defecation, something, but the baby will cry only. Being a mother, you need to understand why the baby is crying, what for the baby is crying. It is not only due to hunger. How you know? Baby will show some hunger cues, like the baby is hungry. So what are the hunger cues? Early hunger cues, like once the baby get up, no, they will move the hands and legs and they will search for the mother by the eye movement, where my mother is. Then they will take the finger to the mouth, suckle to the finger to the mouth, so that it is another indication. They will pull the side cloth to the mouth. So these all things the mother need to identify. It is the early hunger cues and to feed the baby. So not to allow the baby to cry. Usually when we ask the mother, when you feed the baby, they will say, when my baby is crying, I am feeding. So it is late hunger. Once the baby crying, they never latch to the breast because they are angry. Why my mother not fed? During that time, it is request to each mother, you should console the baby first. Then you try to feed the baby, because during crying, no baby like to latch to the breast. So the mother will think immediately, I don't have enough milk, because the baby is not latching. So immediately family members also will say the same thing. So this is a cycle. So you need to understand why the baby is crying and when to feed the baby, identifying the hunger cues. If the baby is with you, that means with the mother, you can able to notice the early hunger cues. So always you need to be present near the baby side, so that you can able to identify the hunger cues, also feed the baby. Many mothers, they ask, how I will know that my baby is getting enough milk? So it is another point to understand how your baby is getting enough milk. If the baby passes 8 to 10 times urine per day, if the baby passes 8 to 10 times urine per day, you understood that your baby is getting enough milk. And weight gain, once in a month when you are going for vaccination, you are checking the weight. The baby should gain 1 kg weight. 500 to 1 kg weight gain is the minimum weight gain per month for the baby. If the baby is adequate getting milk, no, that indicates the baby is gaining weight and passing adequate urine. Okay, this is the thing. How many times you feed the baby? Some mothers will ask, how many times I will feed the baby in a day? 8 to 10 times you can feed the baby per day. But very much important is night feeding. Very much important is night feeding. That means early morning feeding, early morning. That is around 3 o'clock, 2 to 3 o'clock. Why? Because once you put the baby to suckle, that stimulates the two hormones. One is prolactin, another is oxytocin. So prolactin, P for production. Prolactin is helpful for secretion or production of milk. Whereas oxytocin helps for let down. That means coming out of the milk. Many mothers will say, one side I am feeding the baby, no, another side breast milk is leaking. This is nothing but the oxytocin reflex or the let down reflex. So this is very much important. Oxytocin is nothing called, it is a love hormone. Once you have, you are very much happy or you are love towards your baby, you are very confident to feed your baby, then naturally you will have more of oxytocin. This oxytocin will help for let down reflex. In other way, if you are more stressed, anxiety, you are like feeling doubt whether my milk is enough or not. In that situation, though the milk secretion is there by prolactin, but it will not come out. So every mother need to know, you should be very happy during the breastfeeding time. You should not feel anything, no doubt, no confusion, no worries, no anxiety. That are the obstacles for the oxytocin, which will prevent for the let down reflex. Another important thing, always breast need to be emptied. So as much as you need to empty the breast, no, that much milk secretion will be there. So how will you empty your breast? More suckling, frequent feeding to the baby. So the main mantra is more suckling, more milk. More suckling, more milk. enough, you will give frequent feeding to the baby, naturally milk secretion will be more. Another important thing, each mother must know latching. Where the baby will latch, baby should latch to the areola, not to the nipple. So areola means the dark circle around the nipple. That's called areola. So the baby should latch to the areola. How the baby will latch to the areola? When the baby will have wide opening mouth. When the baby will have wide opening mouth, what you will do? You need to stimulate to the baby. Just touch the nipple to the lower lip of the baby and take out. Lower lip of the baby and take out. Do 2 to 3 times like this. Naturally you will see the baby will have wide opening of the mouth. When the baby have wide opening mouth, then offer the breast. So the baby will latch to the areola. When there will be latch to the areola, it is called good latch. When there is good latch, there will be no pain in the nipple. So there will be no sore nipple, no cracked nipple. So mother will not have pain and it will help the mother to continue feeding. So another important thing, mother will ask, if I am having small size breast, whether I can secrete milk. So milk secretion occurs because of the milk secreting cell. Each mother is having enough milk secreting cell. That means millions of milk secreting cell in the breast. That is called alveoli. So every mother is having that. You no need to worry the size of the breast. Size of the breast occurs only due to the fatty tissue. So small or large size, it is due to the fatty tissue. But milk secretion occurs due to the milk secreting cell. Further, it is enhanced by the prolactin and oxytocin. That is the physiology of the breast milk secretion. If we understand that thing, we don't have doubt on this. And now I have told you how the mother will not have confusion that I don't have enough milk. How I will know the baby is getting enough milk by seeing the urine output. And also I have told you the baby should latch to the areola. And also I have explained you, when the mother is thinking that I will get enough nutrition, milk drinking, then only I will get the milk. You take enough nutrition to nutrition rich diet. But it is not that only taking the milk you will get the milk. So that is the way why we need to consider this perception, the wrong perception or the false perception, how it is killing our mind and we are avoiding to the breastfeeding. Because when we are worried, naturally it obstacle for the oxytocin release. And oxytocin release is not there, let down reflex is not there. Naturally the mother feels not enough milk. So it is a vicious cycle. We need to break the vicious cycle with our confidence. Each mother should have confidence. I think it will help to each mother, even this corona time, how to boost, how to empower themselves, how to boost their knowledge and to know breast milk is very much important and to feed their baby. All of you know WHO and UNICEF also started, that means they have published one article in Lancet that the babies who are breastfed babies are getting less chances to get the non-communicable diseases like diabetes mellitus, hypertension, obesity. So these are the killing disease today, can be avoided if you breastfeed your babies. And breastfeed milk is the gift of the nature or the God by mother, and you will give to your child the precious gift. Nothing can replace breast milk alone. And also government, some of the mothers says that due to lockdown I am not getting the nutrition and not able to feed my baby. Lockdown, it is for us. Government is doing lockdown. It is for protection for individual. So we need to understand the purpose of lockdown and we no need to blame each other. It is not that due to lockdown we are not getting any food. We are also going to the market getting the vegetables. Everything is available. Only thing is the restriction movement. We can maintain the social distance, protect ourselves from the infection, spreading infection to others, also protect ourselves. That is the purpose of lockdown. So you people, being a mother, you need to understand, face the challenge. Whatever the challenges are coming to us, we need to face. We need to overcome to the obstacles so that our baby will get the breast milk. Breast milk is the precious, the God's gift, the nature's gift to a mother. So no mother should think why I should not give. Expression of milk, I really salute now to the doctors and the nurses who are working in the emergency situation in COVID patient. So they may be working like continuously, not able to come to home, not to attend to their young ones who are feeding babies. During this time they can do expression of milk and storing the milk. Whenever they are going home, they can express milk. There's one mother can express milk 700 to 800 ml at a time from two breasts. That's what the power the mother has. So they can express milk and store in the fridge. So in fridge, general compartment you can keep for 24 hours, and freezer what we have in the ordinary freezer you can keep for 1 week also. So that way it will help to the people who are at home. The caretakers can feed your child and your baby will get your breast milk also. So you no need to think I am in a hospital, I cannot feed my baby. This is the way you can maintain. God has given every solution to every challenge. So just we need to think what are the ways to overcome these challenges. We need to pray for all to come out from these challenges, but we need to maintain, and breast milk is the best. Nothing can replace breast milk, and all of us we need to understand to give only breast milk, only breast milk, only breast milk during this time. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. I think my voice can reach to the thousands of mothers during this time. Thank this media who can circulate my voice to all the mothers. Thank you.